Seek first to understand and then be understood. This is today's lesson in operating in forgiveness. We're talking about forgiveness. If you go back to my video posted on Sunday, that was our lesson for the week. And particularly in this time of quarantine, operating with a forgiving heart is going to make a big difference. So I want to talk to you today about this lesson, seek first to understand and then be understood, which is habit number 5 from Stephen Covey's famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. What this habit teaches us is that instead of asserting ourselves in a situation, we want to understand what is going on with another person. And when this comes in really handy is right now, if someone is upsetting you, if they got on your nerves, a couple situations that I've faced recently, maybe hearing somebody speak in a way that feels unkind or inconsiderate, somebody missing a deadline that we set together, someone actually fulfilling on a project not in the way that I requested that they fulfill on the project, right? Like these things can happen. And there's a few things that we can bring to this sort of situation, seek first to understand and then be understood, that will allow us to have our heart guide versus our ego. See, our ego wants to attack. Oh my God, you screwed up. You were a jerk. You blah. I want to judge and blame you. And that is always our first reaction. So let's talk about 5 steps that you can take when that reaction hits and you want to attack somebody, to instead operate with a forgiving heart and with this beautiful idea, seek first to understand, then be understood. So let's take the example of someone being late on a deadline, okay? Easy to feel immediately frustrated, angry, right? It might have thrown your schedule off, whatever. So step 1 of the 5 steps is take a pause. You are feeling your feelings and you don't want to just lash out on someone else. So take a pause, don't react, be with your own feelings. Step 2, assume good intent of that other person. The reality is most people are good people. It's really just a small percentage that are out to be really hurtful and be jerks. And even if somebody is a jerk in the moment, it's often out of their own pain and wounding. So assume that that person had good intent, and that will bring you back into your heart. So you've paused, you've assumed good intent. Now, step 3 is to actually start to seek to understand that person. So be curious. Ask some questions, first maybe to yourself that might help you understand the situation, and then also you can ask questions of that person. So you might consider like, why might this person not have communicated with me? Maybe there's something from our past where I made them feel afraid to communicate, or maybe from their own past in other relationships, they didn't feel like they could freely communicate if they were running late on something. So you can ask those questions internally, or, when you do sit with that person, don't become accusatory. Assume they had good intent and say, hey, are you doing okay? I'm kind of worried because you usually are responsible and things are done on time. So can you, share with me what occurred here? So be curious, not attacking. And then the 4th step is to actually make sure you've understood. So listen to them. You're curious, you're asking questions, listen. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. In your last job, this was sort of how you handled things. It was an acceptable way to do it. And, cool, I got it. Or, hey, wow, based on our past relationship and how we've communicated deadlines, you really didn't think it was a big deal. Okay, got it, cool, okay. So I've now understood, right, what that person's situation is. So now we get to step 5. Now we can actually have them understand where we're coming from. We might say something like, hey, here's an agreement I'd really like to make in our relationship about deadlines. Assert that and let them know, right? You're not coming at them that you're angry. You're just really coming in with a solution to the situation. And guess what? You treated them really well. Here's why this all matters in the first place. Maya Angelou said it best. People don't remember what you said. They don't remember what you did, but they remember how you made them feel. And so I can't recommend this enough as a practice for forgiveness in the moment, in these high tension times, in these times where our emotions are running a little higher than usual, because really this is the time to be kind and take care of each other. I hope this is supportive of you, and I will see you next time.